Welcome to the 8-hour workday, where every crisis somehow becomes your bill and their bonus. I'm Rex Haymarket. Yesterday, Congress came one vote away from forcing Donald Trump to pull US forces back from the Iran war. Today, Iran says the Strait of Hormuz is open, oil prices are dropping, and Trump is talking like a broader deal may be close. So the question is simple. Did Congress almost stop a war right before the war found its off-ramp?
One vote, not one election, not one national debate, not one grand constitutional showdown.
One vote. The House voted down a war powers resolution that would have required President Trump to withdraw American forces from the Iran conflict, unless Congress formally authorized the war. The final vote was 214 to 213. That is not a typo. One vote kept the resolution from passing, and because that vote failed, America is still stuck between ceasefire headlines and military reality. This was not just another boring procedural vote. This was Congress testing whether it still has any real say over war. Because on paper, Congress decides. But in modern America, presidents have learned the cheat code. Don't call it a war, call it a limited operation. Call it self-defense, call it necessary, and then watch temporary become permanent. That is how this always starts. Nobody says we're launching another open-ended conflict. They say it's targeted. Then the public gets the bill. The most important part is that the vote was this close. It tells us that even inside Washington there is real discomfort. The mission is getting bigger, the costs are getting higher, the exit plan is still blurry. And that brings us to the question nobody in power wants to answer clearly. What is the actual objective?
Is this about deterrence or perhaps a nuclear deal?
Is it about regime change or protecting shipping lanes?
Is it about Israel or Hezbollah or maybe just about oil?
Oil? If the answer is all of the above, then nobody knows what war we are actually in. This hits regular people. When the Strait of Hormuz becomes unstable, energy prices react. Everything downstream gets more expensive. Gas, flights, groceries. War does not stay on the map. War shows up in your paycheck. Now, they are selling a 10-day ceasefire. That sounds good, but a temporary ceasefire is just a pause. A pause can become an off-ramp, or a pause can become a reload. That is the danger here. The ceasefire might calm one front of the wider regional conflict, but Hezbollah, Lebanon, Israel, Iran, US forces, oil markets, and nuclear negotiations are all still tied together in one giant pressure cooker. So when politicians say the situation is improving, the correct response is improving toward what? A deal? Or just buying time? Congress did not approve this war. They did not end it. They simply failed to stop it by one vote. That is how modern war works now. The president acts, the Pentagon executes, the markets adjust, the public pays. But this war is not inevitable. It is being chosen and protected by people with names, offices, and ambitions. The off-ramp exists, but only if Congress decides it wants to be more than a bystander with a microphone. The real crisis looks like a vote board. It looks like 214 to 213. It looks like war continuing because one person wouldn't say no. So tonight, remember the number. One vote between oversight and autopilot, between debate and drift. One vote between an off-ramp and another open-ended war. If they won't answer what the mission is, the public has to ask the question they hate most. Who benefits when peace keeps failing by one vote?
Mind the static, mind the spin, and mind who profits. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want the news without the deodorant. See you next time.